Hello comrades, CommissarBRO here today with another episode of Pike and Shot Campaigns. This time I'm joined in a multiplayer battle against my buddy Agrippa Maxentius. That's right, you can see here he has said, "Die Catholic dogs," as we are playing as the Catholic forces of His Majesty Ferdinand in the Battle of White Mountain. That's right, we're actually about to see what Agrippa's going to do. Okay, he's going to fire his guns, but he is going to hold his position, it seems. Alright, was that it? Anything else? Nope. Looks like he's playing it safe, sending his cavalry up the left flank. Okay. Alright, interesting. Very interesting. But I think he also moved some cavalry down on the flanks there, he just didn't show us. Was that infantry? Okay. Alright, so we took a little bit of cannon fire. But we'll be alright. Yeah, we don't need help with messages. We're good. Alright, it's the Catholic turn. Now, to give you a little bit of idea of what happened in this particular battle in actual history, this was a battle that was fought between the rebel Bohemian forces and, again, the Holy Roman Emperor Ferdinand II. That hill is mine, you papist dog! And as you can see, Agrippa is indeed messaging us. So the way that we're actually going to do this series, just as a FYI, is we're actually going to do my turns on my channel and his turns on his channel. Because of the game being played by email, essentially we're unable to be in the same game at the same time. So we figured this would be a nice compromise to kind of fix that particular situation. That's right. Anyway, to give you further insight of the battle, what eventually would happen is the Bohemian forces, numbering originally around 27,000, I think, or 30,000, would actually crumble to about 15,000 due to mercenaries not getting paid and leaving, and the Bohemian forces being massively outnumbered and, frankly, outtrained by the more elite Catholic Holy Roman Emperor forces. They would basically lose the battle in a rather crushing fashion, with I think around 4,000 casualties, dead and captured, and only 700 losses for the Holy Roman Empire. That's right. So, enough of a history lesson. I am playing, as I said, as the Catholic forces, so we're going to see if I can actually defeat the Bohemians under Agrippa Maxentius. If we're looking at his forces, it does seem like a lot of his guys are raw. They're not really elite. He is sending in hussars off the west flank there, as we noticed earlier, and it looks like he's also got 5 more groups of hussars coming from the right. So let's actually kind of reposition our camera so it looks like what we should be seeing. Alright, there we go. So, let's actually take account of our army. Seems we have cuirassiers and arquebusiers on the right, along with armored Cossacks. Okay, alright. So we've got some pretty elite cavalry, and we also have some pretty powerful infantry. It looks like our infantry is definitely heavy hitters in combat. However, as far as guns go, it looks like the Bohemians actually outnumber us in terms of guns. So, I would imagine it's probably a good idea for us to close the distance as quick as possible and hit really hard with our various infantry units. So I'm going to go ahead and start moving up. And in the meantime, I think it'll be beneficial to get additional cavalry on the left flank. So we're going to move them out of this formation. However, we will move those cuirassiers to the left. And we're going to move those up center there. Okay. Alright, alright. So you can see I have a pretty simple strategy of just kind of move everything the fuck up. And let's see. We got our medium guns. What should we do with them? What should we do? We could open fire on the opposing hussars on the left. Or we could attack these pike and shot that are covering these small little peppers, these little walls here. They do have a major height advantage. That's something to point out as well. So, all things considered, you know, even though their army is less experienced and arguably weaker than ours, they do have a lot of advantages like cover, height, and so on. And also, I think they have more troops than we do in terms of, and guns even, like cannons maybe? No, we have about the same amount of guns. Alright, so yeah, without further ado, let's take a shot at somebody, shall we? Let's see. Let's shoot those cuirassiers, because those are more than likely going to be a pain in the ass if we don't try to take them out a little bit now. That'll probably be one of the biggest threats, because they actually compete with our own units. We don't really want to fight anything that is competing with us, so that's the general plan. We'll keep these arquebuses near each other. Alright, looking good, looking good. Again, I apologize if I completely brutalize some of these pronunciations. I'm trying to the best of my ability, but I make no guarantee that that's how it's actually said or pronounced. So just as a disclaimer. Alright, so it looks like we're pretty much almost done with our turn. It's pretty standard stuff going on here. We're just moving our forces up, preparing to engage. I think I'm going to have some of these cavalry towards the front. They'll take some of the shots for our tercios, which I'm going to then bring in and try to crumble his left flank, because it looks like a predominant amount of our stuff is on the left, or at least some of the more powerful stuff is on the left. So I think I'm going to focus very heavily on slamming into his left, just like Field Marshal Tilly did. That's right. So there's a pretty good chance we might succeed. There's also a pretty good chance we'll be completely crushed in the dust. So we're going to put up a fight, though, aren't we, comrades? CommissarBRO is not going to go down without a damn good fight. That's right. So, this has been CommissarBRO in the first turn of Pike and Shot campaigns against Agrippa Maxentius for the Battle of White Mountain. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this short little series. And let's see what Agrippa's going to do. More than likely, he's probably going to hold his line. So, yeah. Keep in mind the rules of the game are that the opposing factions cannot look at each other's videos, so they don't know exactly what they're doing and have to base it upon what they're actually seeing on the battlefield as it plays out. Anyway, I will see you all in the next video.